Alright, hi everyone, and welcome to For Divinity. This is the channel that is basically made for your divinity, so hence the name. And welcome to today's Tarot Pick a Card. This is all about your finances, so since you clicked, there's probably something that you want to know. And also, since you saw this video or the thumbnail or the title or whatever, the link someone sent you, it means that there is a message here. So let's get straight to it. Let's not make it any longer than it should be. We have 3 piles for you today to choose from. The cards are pre-shuffled. I don't know what the messages will be. The intro is not I haven't recorded yet the piles. So I will show you the crystals up close. You can choose based off of the crystals, of the pile number, of the timestamps, numbers, of the emojis, like literally whatever you feel called to do. And we will try to channel your angels and archangels today so that they will give you the guidance, the messages that you need. And yeah, for pile number 1 today, we have this rod of selenite. For pile number 2, today we have a flat pink piece of agate. And for pile number 3, we have this piece of carnelian. Okay, and I would advise you to, of course, take as much time as you need in order to pick your pile, but go with your gut. Seriously, just trust yourself. Even if you feel like, no, maybe this is not this one, just don't have second thoughts, don't have any doubt. I'm sure you know it. Trust yourself, and I'm thankful for your presence. See you in your pile. In case you still need time, I will leave you a 60-second meditation. Then go on to the timestamps in the description or in the pinned comment. And yeah, see you in your pile. Thank you so much. Hi, hello pile number 1, and welcome to your pile. This is gonna be all about your finances, whether they are blocked or whether you're on the right track. So let's see the cards for you today. We have the Ace of Swords, Six of Swords, King of Swords, and the Strength card. I literally took a look at them like only 45 seconds ago, but only now I noticed that you have like the majority of your cards are from the suit of swords. So there is something connected either to your voice and the way you speak or to your mind. And first of all, what I have to say, literally this is going to be the essence of your reading, okay, is that you need to finally trust yourself, stop doubting your ideas, and move on the one that you feel that you have for yourself. There is some kind of an idea that you conceived for yourself. There is some way of doing things or of being that you want to exude, but you're not trusting yourself, or you're not trusting the process, or you are doubting it. There is too much going on in your mind. So the strength is here to tell you that you do not lack anything except for some courage. It's not also that you lack courage, but your angels, your archangels are really calling you to step up, maybe even to lead others or to lead yourself, because you have the inner power to do this. And the thing that you want to do, or the person that you want to be, is in alignment. Like, you're not off track. You're not off course. You are where you should be right now. And I'm saying this not to sugarcoat it and to say it to every single one of the piles, but that's because you have the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is always a new beginning. It's always a new idea. Now that I think about it, I feel like some of you, like, you already realized this, that maybe for others, it's not even that you don't trust yourself that much. There is something, however, in your life that is kind of blocking you, stopping you, and you've noticed it. You are aware and you're conscious of it being in your life. And this is represented by the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is all about transition to something new from something old. It's like being on a journey. And you already know what you should move away from or what you should move towards, what you should do in your life, what are the people to spend less time with or more time with, who you should talk to and should not. I mean, should is not the best word, but what you decide for yourself. It's like you are already there and you know which steps to take. But I feel like there is, I don't know, some fear maybe. This King of Swords is very interesting because this King of Swords is here as a representative of the block within your finances. And the King of Swords may be a couple of things. So first of all, it may actually be someone that has the energy of the King of Swords. So that may be a person with a strong masculine presence. And now these cards are not gendered. So that person doesn't have, or maybe people, like maybe more than one, they don't have to identify themselves as any of the genders. They don't have to identify themselves definitely as male. But there is a male presence going on that is a bit rigid, not very flexible in their thinking, and it may represent you, but it may also represent someone else. It may be someone that you interact with. Maybe, let's say, your boss or your parents or your friends. But ultimately, what I want to tell you, pile number one, is that no one has control over your actions, okay? So even if there is someone in your life that you feel that is blocking you, the Strength card is here to tell you that you are strong enough to rise above the situation and you don't have to let this person or people hold you down. If it's not about people, however, for you, then it means that you, how to put this? Your beliefs and your way of thinking needs to change. The King of Swords is all about changing the mental story and rewriting these words, phrases, sentences in your mind that are verbalized, and they tell the story that you don't want to live by anymore. And it calls you to be a more mature king, to step into the maturity of being the king. So really, the exercise that I would tell you to do right now is write down all your limiting beliefs about money. And how to do this, I don't know. If you have any kind of a creation and you want to sell it, let's say for a couple $100 or a couple of $1,000, and you feel like this is too much for your creation or for your, I don't know, program or project, whatever you're offering, even your time, even your presence, if you want to monetize that, then try to look at it from a perspective of another currency. You know, if you go to another country that has a lower value of their currency, there is a probability that in that other currency, instead of paying $50, let's say, you will pay 50,000 even of that currency, or like 1,000. So see your thing as the same. Like, why would you want too much? Because someone told you that you want too much. You know what I mean? It's like you were born onto this planet and you saw the prices, you saw how the world works, but it's not the ultimate truth. It's not the ultimate reality. And the beliefs that you are holding on to right now are not serving your financial growth. And of course, this isn't like I hope I'm not saying this as to make it sound that I'm blaming you, because this is not your fault. It never was your fault. You were born into this world and you had to become a part of society. But right now, this King of Swords is really calling you to write down all your limiting beliefs about money. Let's say, I don't deserve that kind of that amount, or money only comes through hard work, like I don't work hard enough. Write all these things down. Don't be afraid of them manifesting. And then below, write a new story. But of course, I mean, take that exercise only if you want. And with what can you do to bring about more abundance into your life, more finances, is to let yourself think outside of the box. Let yourself be different. Maybe some of you are scared because of what your family will say, what your friends will say. Maybe others of you actually want to impress your family or friends or anyone in your life. And the Ace of Swords is calling you to stand still, stay strong, and be sure of what you want, and don't let yourself take any less than that. But it's also saying that there is something going on inside of you, mostly an idea, because this is what the Ace of Swords talks about. But it's also something that is in your heart. It lights up a spark in your heart. There is something that you want to do, be, or become, and you need to trust that and take the first step towards it. And that thing is going to bring you finances and abundance and money. So again, to talk about that Six of Swords, if there is any kind of a transition that you want to move towards, any kind of a direction in your life, really, then you're being called to do this. And with the Strength, please have the courage that you can do it, because you can. Otherwise, you wouldn't have gotten this card. You wouldn't even have clicked on that video if that message was not for you. And also, the card of Strength is related to the zodiac sign, astrological sign of Leo. So if there are any Leos in your life, maybe right now it would be a good idea to spend some time with them, because I feel like they may have the ability to make you believe in yourself more. They will make you more courageous if you need that extra spark from your outward environment, okay? So yeah, and I feel like we can move on to your oracle cards right now. So the first one is... Actually, I need to first read the card and then I will show you, because the microphone is far away from the camera. And it says, it is safe for you to receive. The more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others. Open your arms to receive, to be a conduit for good coming to you and through you as it blesses the world. Okay, so I'm really feeling that there might be some unworthiness, feelings of unworthiness within you, and you feel like maybe, I told you all that you feel like maybe you should take less money for your creations, for your projects, for whatever you're selling or trying to monetize, because you're not allowing yourself to receive the amount that you actually really want and that you know would be in alignment with your highest goals. But let me tell you, if you receive anything, first of all, it doesn't mean that you have to give back, because it's someone else's choice to give to you. And if they give to you, they will receive from the universe. This is the basic law of cause and effect. If someone else really has good intentions and they give to you, they will receive back, but they don't have to receive from you. So you don't have to always be in this reciprocal, giving and receiving, because you're doing that every day with all the people. So please don't be scared of receiving anything from anyone. If someone gives you a compliment, don't brush it off by saying, no, I don't look good. No, this... no, you are beautiful. You are talented. Listen to these compliments and take them because they are yours. And when it comes to gifts like money or anything, think about it. Pile number one. If you spend, let's say, 1 month to prepare a gift for your best friend, you buy this beautiful box, you prepare, you DIY the gift, and you spend the whole month, you spend all your free time, and then you put it in this beautiful packaging with a freaking ribbon, and it looks glamorous and super expensive. And then you give it to them, and they say, no, thank you. I mean, how would you feel? Would you ever want to give them anything ever again? Well, probably not. You'd be upset because you just spent this whole time on preparing this gift. And that's the same with the universe. The universe is constantly, but I mean constantly, trying to give you 24/7. But you need to say to yourself that I'm open and I'm really allowed to receiving. But it's not only about an affirmation. You can affirm all your life like, oh, I'm open and ready to receive. But deep in your heart, you feel like you don't deserve, that you maybe don't belong to this world and that you shouldn't have this thing. Or, yeah, there really is a limiting belief that you need to let go of, because you are worthy of receiving, and there is something on your way that wants to be yours. So the thing that you want, it wants to be yours. And it is safe. It is safe for you to receive. So yeah. And the second card of that same sort, I mean from the same deck that I have for you, first I'm gonna read it, is pay yourself first. Make yourself your most important financial obligation by setting aside a portion of your income every time you are paid. This loving form of self-care ensures that you will have savings to invest in your present and your future. And the card looks like this. So with this, I feel like y'all are a bit too preoccupied with about like others. For whatever reason, I'm really feeling like you are scared that if you receive, then that person will not have anymore. And it's like, because it says pay yourself first, it's like you want to give to everyone else but not you. And your angels and archangels are saying that when you are on an airplane, you need to first put your own safety mask or safety vest before you help other people, right? This is what they always tell you at the beginning before the plane takes off. And literally right now, a plant in my room just moved, and there is no air conditioning. All the windows are closed. So I don't know how the heck it moved, but there was some like energetical wave that moved the freaking plant. So if that's not a sign from your angels and archangels, then I don't know what that would be. Okay, so you need to be a bit more selfish. Actually, you need to be a bit more selfish. And I feel like the strength card may also talk about that, because okay, I told you that it's connected to the astrological sign of Leo, right? So Leo, the darker side, or like the flip side of Leo, is being a little bit too confident and a bit too egocentric and selfish. But I actually feel like this is something that you need. You need to be a bit more selfish and a bit more focused on yourself, because you're giving too much and then you're not getting back. And literally, I now just got an image of my own grandma in my mind, because she's like that too. So, I mean, don't worry, you're not alone, but I mean, come on. You're so worthy. Why wouldn't you take? All right, the next card that I have for you is this. It's Aphrodite, inner goddess. Awaken the the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. Okay, I love this. Wow. All right, so I am not the best in Greek mythology, but I am pretty sure that Aphrodite was the one that was considered to be extremely beautiful, right? She's associated with Venus, she's extremely feminine, she's flowy, and she knows her worth. And that is exactly what I feel like you may lack at some points. Not always. It's not like you always lack it. I'm also hearing now from your angels and archangels that like just now came to me and are like, hey, calm down a little bit. They know that they're good and worthy and loving and kind and beautiful, but sometimes you forget, and sometimes you tear yourself apart. Not like you put yourself down, is what I wanted to say. And Aphrodite is calling you that you have that goddess within you. And again, this is not gendered. However you identify, you will always have this goddess energy within you, and it is there for you to tap. And I feel like once you actually start saying to yourself this, I know it may sound stupid, but believe me that it's not. Literally get in front of your own mirror, like even right now, because later you will be like, okay, I will do it, and then you never will. Do it even now if you just have the possibility. If not in the mirror, look at yourself in your phone, in your phone's front camera. Look at yourself and tell to yourself, I am beautiful, I am amazing, I am intelligent, I am smart. These positive affirmations, and say them in your own language. That is very important. Don't say them in English if English is not your first language. So to make it even, like, go into your subconscious as much as possible. And for those of you, because there will be at least one of you that feels a bit icky and yucky and cringed out if you think about doing things like saying I'm beautiful to your own self in front of the mirror, then that shows that you have a block and that there is some unworthiness within you. So we're really being called to work with that, because as I told you, you have that amazing idea. The Ace of Swords is all about that, but you need to trust yourself that you are the one that can execute this plan. I mean, I have nothing to add, actually. Like, yeah. And the last card that I have for you, my beautiful pile number 1, is this one. And what does it says? Here at, I'm not gonna pronounce it correctly, so I'm sorry, but it says longing for home and homesick for the stars. Interesting. So with like the homesickness, if for some of you this is about a home and you want more finances to have a home or to help your home situation, like your family, I feel like that would be a confirmation that you don't need to stress over it. You don't need to worry. It's going to come in due time. When it is time, it will be taken care of. Everyone and everything surrounding your home situation is and are safe. But I'm feeling like this homesickness is just about missing something. It's like you feel that you miss something. There's this feeling of, oh, once I go to this place on earth, I will be able to do this. Once I have that amount of money, I will be happy. Once I do whatever, I will be or act however. And I feel like you need to understand, pile number 1, that it's actually not true. You need to be that person right now. You need to show up for yourself right now and stop running away from your greatness. Literally stop running away from it, because there is greatness within you, there is light within you, but you are running away from it for whatever reason. I don't know what you've been through in your life, but someone or something made you believe that you are less than you actually are, and that you're worth less than you actually are worth, and you're worth everything. I mean, you are alive, and that already shows. And there is nothing that you're missing right now. And even if you have that boyfriend, that girlfriend, that partner, that money, that house, that country, that residence, that even bag or clothes, whatever, that job, or even expertise in something or skills, actually nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to change, because the change has to come from within you. I mean, not like nothing's going to change, that I don't want to make it sound like even if you get that thing that you've been longing for, you're not going to find happiness. No, you can. But I mean, like, it's not going to be the main reason of your happiness or the main reason of being who you want to be. You need to be that person right now. And this is how you will step into alignment with that version of you that has the life that you're dreaming of, if that was English, if that makes sense. Wow. So pile number 1, I feel like this is all I have for you today, especially that it's getting a bit dark and I have 2 more piles to record. But I really hope that everything goes well for you and that you, step by step and little by little, start rediscovering your greatness and the light and the potential that is within you, because it's like you have the image that I'm getting in my mind is of this beautiful shiny car, but you've been through some shit, right? You've been through some dark and nasty roads, and now it's covered with dirt and sand and mud, and you need to wash it off. It seems like this car is rusty and old and ugly, but it's actually not. You just need to take care of it. You need to put in this kind of work, let's say, and then you will see the beauty once again. But you cannot let it wither away. You can't let it die. You can't forget about it. And that, like, the analogy is about you. Don't forget about yourself. Remember about yourself. Remember about your needs. And by tending to yourself, this, I know it sounds simple, but actually, by tending to yourself right now, your financial situation will rise up, like will spike up, if that makes sense. So, yeah. Anyways, thank you so very much for listening, and maybe we'll see each other again. Who knows? You never know. So, always stay true to who you are, and until next time, pile number 1. Bye. Alright, hi, hello, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading about your finances. We're gonna be channeling your angels and archangels so that they can help us and give us some answers and clarity on your financial situation. So let's get straight to the cards. We have for you today the Page of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, the Magician, and the Star. What I want to touch on is this is so interesting. Like, I mean, wow, I have no words, honestly, because you've got the 6 of Cups. And the 6 of Cups is all about your childhood or your memories, or your just memories of the past, or the version of yourself from the past. Basically, the energy of the past, right? This is this card in a nutshell. And while I was shuffling your cards and getting them out, I had this feeling of moving back to the past, and I was thinking of my own past, and I had this word nostalgia in my mind, and I also started singing a song that is called like something nostalgia in Italian, right? So this was extremely interesting because I was actually thinking at that moment, what if pile number 2 actually got the 6 of Cups? And you literally have it. So, I mean, wow. When it comes to the 6 of Cups, or actually, no, sorry, I have to start from another side. Bear with me, please. Let's start from the very beginning, from that Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is usually a card that can talk about manifestation. It talks about new ways of bringing in money and finances and going about your career and taking the first steps towards making that money or getting that abundance or some part of stability in your life. But since it's about finances, this would be the card for me about manifesting money. And for you, pile number 2, because you've got the combination of the Page of Pentacles and the Magician, I actually feel like you don't believe as much in manifestation, or maybe you do believe in it, or but like, I'm feeling that there is something within you that thinks that manifesting money or even like big sums and big amounts of it is not possible, because how is it going to come to you? And you're thinking about the how a lot. You're thinking like, how am I going to sell this? How am I going to get this to work? How am I going to meet the right people or be in the right places at the right time? And how am I going to get the skills? There are so many hows in you And the how is not your job. It is probably what you hear from all the manifestation coaches. You read it in all the manifestation books if you read any of those. But many people repeat this, but it is actually true. And what you need right now, the cards are saying, and this is like a message from your archangels, is that you need to have more trust. You just need to have more trust that it is possible to get it in a blink of an eye, like this, without any problem. You can literally envisage it or script it, and it can come it can come to you. And I feel like this may be why we have the Six of Cups, because it's a card, talking about childhood, but also about the imagination of a child, the creativity of a child. And what you are called to do is to reconnect more to your inner child and to playing, spending good time by yourself or with others, literally picking up flowers like these kids on the card, or putting together some Legos, or playing with cars or with the dolls, painting, or running and playing seek and hide with your friends, or even if you're with your parents or grandparents. There is a part of you that wants to go back in time to your childhood self. And I feel like for some of y'all, there is something that you have been having in your mind that is concerned and connected to your past. And it doesn't have to be only childhood. It may be the past from like 3, 4, 5 years. But I feel like there is something you've been thinking about it, and it's either like a way of being, way of talking. Maybe there is a person that you would like to reconnect with. Whatever that is for you, what you've been having in your mind, your angels and archangels, they are saying it's a good thing to pursue. And once you do this, you may actually get some revelations, and like there is a message that will be shown to you, but only after you have done that, only after you have taken that step of letting your inner child show up again and making space for her or him or them within you. Within your heart, pile number 2, you need to make space for your inner child to show up. And they will guide you. They will lead you to where you need to be. And you can be asking yourself right now, like, how the heck is it connected to finances? Children don't know anything about finances and money. Maybe, but there is something about that. And maybe once you do this, you will realize that, I don't know what you will realize, but you will know, and this will help your financial situation. And with the star, with the Magician and the star, the Magician is also a card of manifestation, and it's answering what is blocking your finances in this particular reading. So it's either, like I said, that you don't believe in manifestation, or you do believe in it, but you think that it's not possible for you. Maybe you have that, some of you, maybe you have that in your mind, like, yeah, manifestation is real, but no way that would happen for me. And why? Why would you be an exception? No, the laws of the universe apply the same to every single one of us. So you can manifest too. It's not like there are some people with magical abilities. And if there are people with magical abilities, we are all these people. We just need to know that we have that power. This is the only prerequisite to use it. We need to remember consciously that we have it. And you have it too. So if you need to hear that, this is why you're here. But the Magician may also say, like, you don't believe that you have what it takes to have that kind of money that you want in your life. You feel like you either lack an item, a physical item. Maybe I will give you a silly example for those of you that need to hear it. Maybe let's say you actually want to be a YouTuber, or let's give an example of a YouTuber, and you feel like you need an expensive camera to start filming these beautiful shots. Well, let me tell you, no, you actually don't, because probably even if you get the camera, you will not have like the greatest skills on planet Earth. You will gradually learn. So you can have the shittiest camera, start with the shittiest camera and build your skills with it. As you upgrade your, what do you call it? Your techs, you will also upgrade your skills. But it may also talk about some of you don't feel like you have the right communicating skills or presentation skills or the right knowledge, the right looks for something. I don't know why, but you're like some of y'all's archangels and angels are saying being an actress or an actor, so you feel like maybe you're not good enough in that field. And I'm sorry for being so straightforward in this reading, but this is just bullshit and this is not true. And I'm also feeling like pile number 2, you need to stop using that as an excuse that you don't have something, because you actually do. If you weren't powerful, if you weren't the correct person to do this thing, you wouldn't have gotten the magician. I'm sorry. And you know what is the star about? Do you know what is the freaking star about? It's calling you out that you're scared of your own authenticity. You're not being your authentic self and you're running away from it. And this is the time to stop, slow down, look at your life again, listen to your inner child, because your inner child will show you what your authenticity is about, what you actually love and like, and what you hate and dislike, what you don't want to do, but actually what you do want to do. And instead of trusting what other people told you when you were small, or what they are telling you now, or what you're telling yourself now to make yourself small, actually start listening to yourself. Actually start making space for yourself and step into your authenticity. Speak what is on your mind and what is in your throat. Dance what you have on your mind, paint it, or dress a certain way, change your hair in that way, be that kind of person, be bold, be courageous, be authentic, because you're not letting the light of the reflectors shine on you as brightly as they should be shining, and you're dimming yourself. And I don't want to make it sound dramatic. It's like once you do take that, even the smallest step, the smallest incremental step of saying, okay, I commit to myself, and even if just for today, do it even for one day. Say it, even if for today I'm gonna be myself fully, 24/7 today. No, not 24/7. 7 means 7 days. 24 hours today, I'm gonna be my authentic self. And that first step will already be a sign to the universe that you are ready to go further, that you are ready to move on with your life in the direction that is truly yours and that you truly desire. So once you take even the smallest step of going into this star energy, there is some kind of revelation that is awaiting you, some way of thinking, some idea that you cannot conceive right now. But what your angels are telling me right now, actually these are archangels that are saying this, not angels, I'm sorry. They are saying that it's going to happen very soon for you. So be really attuned to yourself in the next, they are saying hours even. It can happen within hours. Maximum days for some of you all, but it can happen in hours or days that you will get to know something. It's connected to the 6 of Cups. I don't know how, but they are saying that it's connected to the 6 of Cups. And there is some imaginative creation within you that you will know that you are soon to birth. And yeah, you will know what that is. So trust the process, trust the manifestation process with that Page of Pentacles. And sorry, my tongue is twisting. Let's now take a look at your oracle cards. So first of all, we have for you, sorry, they're all falling. Okay, we have for you gratitude list, and I hope you can see it. So it says, Counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you to be centered in your heart instead of fixated on worries in your mind. What and who are you grateful for right now? Keep focusing upon gratitude and you will discover the amazing generosity of this universe. Beautiful. A beautiful, beautiful message. Wow. I love this. So I actually feel called to tell you a personal story. If you don't want to listen, just skip. But today, actually, with my partner, we have this like kind of a game or whatever you would call it. We're like, yeah, let's right now play the What Are You Grateful For game. And literally do this with someone. If you don't feel like sitting down at your desk alone and writing what you're grateful for because writing takes too much time or whatever, because I don't like writing it that much, then do it with someone, with your best friend, with your partner, with your mom, with your father, with one of your grandparents, whoever you feel called to do it with. Even you can do it with an animal, like literally talk to your dog if you feel better that way. And be like, okay, today I am grateful for this, or this week I was grateful for this, or in my life in general. And this can be the smallest. Like I literally today said, I am grateful for our full fridge. I am grateful for the cucumber. Like I was eating a cucumber, a pickled cucumber. I mean, not a pickled one, but like it's a better version than pickled cucumbers. But I was like, wow, this cucumber tastes amazing. I am so grateful for it. I am grateful for this freaking cucumber. Then I was grateful for bread, that I go to the shop and I buy it and I don't have to make my own bread, because for me that's too much of a nuisance, you know. So I was like, yeah, I'm so grateful for the people that make bread every day so that I can buy it. And do this for yourself too. And being grateful raises your vibration so much, and the higher your vibration, the easier and faster you manifest, even if that sounds so simple and stupid. You got this card for a reason, and you're called by your angels and archangels to do this. So please don't skip this exercise. And the second card that I have for you, again, I hope you will see it. It says, take a divinely guided chance. Ooh, and you see, you have the two children again. You have two children again depicted on a card. That is so interesting. Just like in the Six of Cups. Wow. Anyways, it says, all positive change and successful ventures involve a degree of risk, and you are ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories. Ooh, as you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar but no longer appropriate for you, you make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. All right, so you know what, pile number 2, it's interesting because the magician card was talking about a block, right? And the magician is number 1. So this is the card of like starting a creation, of something new, of a beginning, because of the number 1 that it's represented with. And this is like take a risk. Do something, like step outside of your own box and do something new. Take a risk. So, and it says divinely guided change. Is it chance or change? I'm sorry. No, it's chance. So it may be connected to this revelation that you will get. It doesn't have to be, but I feel like it could be connected to this, that you will soon realize what you need to do or implement in your life, or like maybe change, or whatever. But there is some energy of starting something new, of going into a new direction. And I already got like an intuitive feeling that some of you feel like it has to be big. Like new means changing houses or changing degrees or careers. But no, it doesn't have to be that big. A new thing may literally be a new habit. Let's say you want to walk for 1 hour every day. This will be the new thing that you're called to do. But of course, I feel like it's more risk-oriented because of what it says on the card. So if there is an idea that you have, but you're scared of it, that's a great sign. Just do it. Because if you're scared of it, it means that it requires the risk. And right now, let's take a look at another card of a goddess. And this one says, 𝗲𝗏𝗂𝗧𝗏, sacred space. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. So, wow. Okay, do you see this pile number 2? I can't be making this shit up. You're literally called to trust in the universe a bit more and in the manifestation process. It's like you feel you have to do everything by yourself. You need to have the how figured out, how you're going to pay the bills, how you're going to make the money, yada yada, you know? And you got 2 cards that are talking about divine and 2 cards about manifestation because the divine wants to help you. And this was like a channeled message, not from your angels anymore or archangels. This was a channeled message from the universe itself. It says, I am here to help you, but you're not trusting me enough. It's like if the universe told you to right now close your eyes and lean to your side or to the back. It's like you would be scared of falling down and hurting yourself, because you don't believe that the universe is here with its shoulders wide open to hold you and make space for you. But it's here and it wants to help you right now as you're watching this video. So create this altar, buy some Palo Santo if you want, or spray some beautiful, what do you call them? Essential oils. And for some reason, for y'all, I heard rose, like that smells of roses. So if you're called to do this, then that may be a sign. But yeah, like visit a sacred place, maybe like a shrine or a church if you're into this. Like you don't have to be religious to go into a church. You can literally go into a church to just appreciate the beauty of it, if it is beautiful, of course. Or create your own, like literally print a picture of Buddha or Jesus or whatever ascended master you like and talk to them. Like it doesn't have to be praying like, oh dear Lord, blah blah blah. You don't have to be religious to do this. You can literally have a picture of like, I don't know, of a bodhisattva and talk to them and be like, I need your help. I mean, it doesn't have to be I need your help. Just tell them whatever you feel called to tell them. So I'm sorry for giving you advice, because you know better than I do what you want and what is best for you. So yeah, but the universe is here to help you. And the last card that I have for you is trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. And that is also a beautiful message, because once you get into manifestation and once you start believing that it is possible, it is easy for us human beings to get a bit more frantic and scared and be like, but is it coming? Is it coming? When is it coming? I don't see movement. Where is it? You know? But a deep breath, one deep breath, it will come. Pile number 2, but you need to be ready, because if you got right now all your manifestations in this present moment, you would probably freak the hell out and be like, wow, what the hell is going on? So you're being called to trust that in due time everything will happen perfectly for you, because it will. And that might have sounded like some sugarcoating, but I don't care. That's literally what your cards are saying, okay? So yeah, I take my time right now to thank your angels, archangels, and the universe itself for giving you the guided messages. And I hope that helps you anyhow, in any way, shape, or form. And all the best in your journey, pile number 2. This is all I have for you today. Maybe we'll see each other again. Who knows? So yeah, always stay true to who you are. And until next time, keep manifesting the abundance. Bye-bye. Alright, hi and hello, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading all about your finances. Today we're gonna be channeling your angels and archangels, and let's cut straight to the chase. Let's look at your cards. We have for you the Lovers, the 10 of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. And what I have to say first is that I shuffled your cards, these 4, like once I got your 4 cards, and then I shuffled these 4 to see the order in which they should appear, because this is important for the reading, and they appeared in this order, okay? And the second time that I got them, they appeared in almost the same order. It was again the Lovers, the 10 of Wands, but then the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Cups were switched. So it was like this, and I feel like we're gonna read your reading interchangeably. Like we're gonna take into consideration both of these combinations because neither of them feels like the ultimate one. So I just felt called to tell you this at first, and let's get to the interpretation. Very interesting energy, honestly. Pile number 3 didn't happen to me today. Like the two other piles were super easy to decipher. Yours is a bit it's a bit tricky. But with the carnelian, you chose a crystal that is brownish, a bit reddish in color. And for me, it represents the root chakra. And the root is all about being connected and grounded. And this is what I'm really feeling for you. It's like this energy of groundedness. What do I mean? So the Ace of Pentacles, let's start with that actually, with the last card. An ace is always a new beginning, and the Ace of Pentacles is actually a new beginning in finances, in bringing abundance, in bringing stability. And it's all right, can I be honest with y'all? I need to be honest with y'all. Okay, pile number 3, you need to start some work. And I'm not here to call you out. I know some of y'all are already working hard. You're either students, some of you are parents, and you have jobs at the same time. Some of y'all have 3 jobs at the same time, and you are working hard. But it's like, I feel like, okay, the 10 of Wands may suggest that you are a bit burnt out and tired, and you want to rest, you want to take it easy. And you should, but listen to me. You should not run away from work altogether, from physical work or from hard work altogether. Because the Page of Cups is all about these like rose-colored glasses on you and seeing the world with a certain wonder, which is wonderful. It is great to do. But this Ace of Pentacles is calling you to actually be able to commit to the road of bringing in finances. Now, listen to me. I'm saying your reading is a bit more difficult, so I will have to explain myself a couple of times because I don't want to say anything incorrectly that would not be pertinent to your situation. The Ace of Pentacles may promise you great wealth. It may promise you big finances. It may promise you a lot of abundance. But, however, do you see the mountains in the imagery? The mountains depict something that you will need to surmount, something that you will need to go over. This is a sort of a challenge, a mental challenge, maybe a physical challenge, maybe a challenge in your like an emotional one, or with the people that surround you there will be a challenge. I don't know that, no one knows that, we're not predicting that here. But it's like, I feel like maybe you actually did work a lot and you burned yourself out, and now you're scared of committing yourself again to something that you truly want because you don't want your energy to get wasted. You don't want your energy to be misdirected, and you don't want to lose it. You don't want to lose your precious time, and that is so understandable. But by not committing to anything, pile number 3, you are committing to chaos. So there is something that you do need to commit to. And I wanted to read that Page of Cups as like, because it's in a position of block. If there is any block in your finances or something that is there that's stopping you from earning the amount of money or from having the abundance that you truly want and desire for yourself, that would be the Page of Cups. So I wanted to say that it's usually also a card of intuition. And I kind of want to like, okay, maybe you're not trusting your intuition too much, but your archangels and angels are saying no. This is actually that you are right now romanticizing a bit too much the idleness. And again, I'm sorry if I phrase it wrong. I'm not saying that you're not doing enough. I'm not saying that you're doing nothing. No. Some of y'all are working super hard. And you're working for yourself, you're working for your families, you're working your ass off, some of y'all. And I see this. The universe sees this. I mean, more like your angels and archangels right now are like, okay, don't go that far. Because actually, pile number 2 got a channeled message from the universe. You're more like getting from your angels, from like your guardian angel. I feel like from these energies that are the closest to you. They are surrounded with you on a daily basis and they see how much you're doing. But it's like, this will be a message for those of you that are in a career that you don't like or a job that you don't like. They are saying that you are actually misdirecting your energy right now. You're committing to something that is not even to say in alignment with you, because it is here to show you something, it is here to make you grow, but it is not in alignment with the vision that you're holding for yourself. Because of course it's this, because we have the lovers. And this card here is saying that you need to have more love for yourself. You need to... Okay, wow. The Lovers is not only about romantic unions and partnerships. It is actually a card about choices. About making a choice that will show to you and you only that you have your best interests in mind. That you love yourself, that you take care of yourself, and that you care for yourself. You're not abandoning yourself, okay? Pile number 3, you got, wow, and you really got an important message that is not easy to convey. And maybe this is why your energy for me at first was way more difficult to read than 2 other piles that I just did a couple of minutes ago. There is some disconnection from your root. You are disconnected from yourself, and you're being called with that crystal. And this is also so interesting, pile number 3. In no other pile did I comment on the crystal, only in yours, because it's showing strongly that you need to reconnect with your root chakra. So literally, I beg you, and this is not coming from your angels anymore, this is coming from me, from Veronica, that you... Please, like after you watch this video, put on some binaural beats and listen to some root chakra meditation. Try to stabilize it. Try to envisage your root chakra and connect with it. Because you have a shaky foundation, you're not grounded enough. This is also the Ace of Pentacles is a promise for groundedness, but you need to say that you commit to yourself, and only then the groundedness can come to you, okay? So I'm missing something. What I wanted to say, okay, yeah. If you're disconnected from your root chakra ever, like in this moment or any moment in the future, this means that you are in survival mode. And maybe this is why you're taking all of these responsibilities on yourself, and you're doing so much. And I'm really getting the image of a mother that's carrying a baby, but at the same time she's cooking, she's cleaning, she's ironing the clothes, she's paying the bills, she's going to work. Like, there is so much on your mind and in your life going on, but for those of you that can, I know that some of you cannot, and it's okay, and I admire you. But for those of you that can take on less responsibility, you're really called to do this. And you've been having that on your mind. You've been having in your mind like taking a short vacation, or just saying, you know, this is too much for me, because you've got the 10 of Wands. This is the card of taking too much on your shoulders, carrying too much responsibilities, carrying too much weight. And you are called right now by your angels It's so interesting, the two other piles, the two piles before you got archangel energy mostly. You're getting angel energy. And I feel like angels are like, maybe I'm wrong, who knows, but I'm feeling like these are the creatures that are closer to you, closer to you as a human being, closer to earth. So they are like, to say, more present with you. They see your everyday struggles. And they are saying right now that there is a backpack on your shoulders and you're carrying so much. You're carrying literally rocks. You're carrying wounds, emotions, care for other people, also care for yourself, yes. But ask yourself right now, if you could depart today just only with a backpack, but this backpack is, let's say, magical. You can not only can you take items, you can also take people. Who do you really want to take on your journey in life? And what responsibilities do you really want to carry out? And if what you're doing in your life right now is not in alignment with that vision, make a choice that shows to you that you love yourself and that you care for yourself. And the other people in your life, or whatever is going on within your life and your situation, it may be a hard pill to swallow, pile number 3, but this is not your duty. You don't have to be doing this. And if you still decide to do it, then I'm very proud of you and I admire you, but remember to take your own needs into consideration, okay? And I don't want to promise you like a garden full of grapes and you not having to do anything to have the money. There will be some work that you're gonna need to put into this thing, because you see the mountains in the Ace of Pentacles. But the Ace of Pentacles is a promise of finance, of money, of wealth, of abundance, and of stability coming your way. And again, with that Page of Cups, it's also calling you to do what is truly in your heart, what your heart truly desires. Okay, I feel like I've been blabbing about the same thing over and over, but I really want you to understand. And again, with the Lover's card, it's also like, don't be scared to lean onto someone that you love. If it's a dear friend for you, if it's your brother, if it's your sister, if it's your partner, ask them for help when you feel burnt out. You don't have to do this alone. Whatever that it is, if it's like work, if it's about learning something, if it's about just spending time, you don't have to do any of the things in life alone. Human being is not a lonely creature. We are sociable creatures. We want to be in a community, and you deserve to have one. You deserve to be in one. You deserve to have people that love you around you, but you also deserve to love yourself, and you need to do this. So let's take a look at your oracle cards. I will stop blabbing now. Wait. I just got a notification on my phone and I don't know what it said because it disappeared quickly, but I will insert it for you here so that you can see it. And I feel like this is also an affirmation for you. So, oracle cards. And I have such small ones for you. All other piles got only 2. You got 3, so you have 1 extra. And the first one that you have is no more complaining. Okay, very interesting. So, complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never true spirituality. No, which is never true spiritually, sorry. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom. Oh my God, I love this for you. Jesus freaking Christ. Wow. So I'm sorry for calling you out, pile number 3, but the 10 of Wands can also be about this victimhood, like, I need to do so much. And yes, you are doing so much, but as it says, complaints are just affirmations of failure, of victimhood. And you are not a victim. You are power freaking full. Okay? So Okay, did I finish reading this card? No. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. Wow. I'm not even gonna comment on this card right now because it's pretty self-explanatory. Let's see the next ones. We have for you savings. And it says, as you consistently save for your future is saved. You do your future self a big favor, as you consistently set aside present funds. This is a part of your self-care and path to feeling secure as you focus upon your life purpose. So I feel like this may also be a sign for you to start a savings account or like whatever form of saving that you are interested in. Maybe for some of you that will be investing, but please remember not to take financial advice based on a tarot reading because I'm not that knowledgeable in these fields myself. But you are being called to save because I feel like for this Ace of Pentacles, this can also talk about a new idea on how to bring abundance and money. And maybe for executing this idea, you will need the money, you will need the funds. So don't leave it for later. Don't leave it for your future self. Start putting money aside right now. You know, there is this great, I read 𝗧𝗵𝗂𝗍𝗂𝗧𝗔𝗠𝗣𝗏's book, like she's Manifestation Babe, and she has this book about manifesting money in 21 days. And in this book, she gives the advice of whenever you receive money from whatever source, you put 10% aside for savings, you get 10% for celebration for yourself, and the other 10% you donate so that because of the law of cause and effect, it can come back to you. So maybe you can do all three if you feel called, but if not, then start putting aside 10% or 15% or 5 or 20 or 2, however, like how much you feel called to, but like always be sure to have some money saved because it may help in executing your ideas and your projects that you have for your life. And the last card, I mean not like the last, but the last of these three of these small ones is abundance mindset. And it says, if you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you will experience. So yeah, be very conscious, pile number 3, of your language use. If you want to be wealthy, you cannot go to your friends or whoever and rant about prices going up and inflation being there and you not having enough for whatever you want to buy. You can't, because if you use your voice, you literally put physical vibration into the world. And you know of the butterfly effect? That the butterfly can tap its wings and create a storm or like a tornado somewhere further away. This is the same with your voice. If you say shitty things about your financial situation or about your money situation right now or about the prices, the world, the economy, inflation, the government, or whatever, you are manifesting that into existence. So even if you think this sometimes, please don't say it out loud and try to change this mental story and envisage yourself with the abundance right now. If you had $10 million right now, or maybe for you it's too little even, if you had $1 billion right now, what would you do? And start being this person right now, even if it's taking one small step. If it's like, okay, if I had $1 billion right now, I would have free mornings and just focus on reading and meditating or spending time in nature. And that can be free. Okay, not working in the morning is for some of y'all maybe a loss of money if you work, but what I mean is take just 10 minutes to spend time in nature. and already start being that person right now. And this is how you will attract them. You will attract yourself, if that makes sense. So the next card that I have for you, and we're close to ending this, is 𝗬𝗠𝗘, undying love. The love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. Very interesting. And it's also interesting that this goddess card, I've been putting them on the left side of the reading. The undying love is next to the lovers. But honestly, I will pull the book on this one because I don't know how to interpret this card that well. So give me a second. All right. She says, when it comes to matters of the heart, your help is here. It's all around you and it's also inside of you. Your inner wisdom may seem quieted by any pain that you feel. Yet, be assured that the healing you're undergoing is swift and efficient, and you truly are healing from the inside out. First, your heart must heal from its grief, loneliness, and any feelings of betrayal. This can take some time, so be patient with yourself. Treat yourself as you would any ailing person, with caution, gentleness, and tenderness. Next, get yourself out into the world. Not in a harsh fashion, but with outings to parks, forests, and such, which are essential to lightening your outlook. Nature is the great healer, you see. That's why I am frequently amidst the flowers and the trees. Although they may seem quiet on the outside, they are quite talkative when you breathe and simply ingest their magical tones in conversation. Spend time among the forest and the trees, as well as the plants and the animals, and you will regain your foothold upon this planet. You will receive your sense of spirit and your desire to tread among the living once again. I promise you that your heart will mend and that you will also help others in this fashion along the way. Various meanings of this card. Love from your romantic partner is eternal, regardless of outward appearances. 2. You're healing from a breakup. 3. You're healing from some other type of loss. 4. Let go of an old relationship to make room for a new one. 5. The love that you send into the world is an important part of your divine purpose. And 6 or 7, your deceased loved one is happy and sends you love. Okay, so this was talking a lot about spending time in nature, and the nature is infinitely abundant. So that may help you to get into the abundance mindset, actually. Oh, yeah. I forgot that you have the card abundance mindset, Jesus. And also being in nature helps you to ground yourself. So that goes hand in hand with the root chakra and with the carnelian crystal that we have been talking about. So that's a piece of advice for you, pile number 3. And the last but certainly not least card that I have for you is this one. And it says, the 𝗧𝗵𝗂𝗍𝗂, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. I feel like it can actually talk about you. It's like your angels and archangels are saying that even in this situation that you are in right now, there is potential. You can be the alchemist. And you can alchemize the situation. You may change it. You may turn it around and make it whatever shape or form you like it to be. But you need to switch your focus from the lack to abundance. You need to see the potential of abundance in everything that is surrounding you. I actually don't know how to explain that. I was just called to say this to you. And bringing unconsciousness to light. I would normally say with this card that it's about like working with your unconscious patterns, but I actually feel like it's not about patterns and it's not about your actual unconscious beliefs. It's more like unconscious means hidden, right? Means obscure, something that we don't see. So I feel like it's connected somehow to this Ten of Wands. It's like if your situation is obscure and dark right now or at any moment, you are called to be the light for yourself and see the light in that situation, because the lesson that is coming from it is here to actually help you find more abundance and finances. And I don't know how that would be. As I hear myself saying this, it makes no sense, but there is a sense. So, yeah. All right, pile number 3. This is all I have for you today. I hope it helped you out in whatever shape or what? Wait, what? In whatever way, shape, or form. I guess this is how you say it. And I wish you all the best. And you're so strong for having come through all that you have come through. And seriously, a big applause to you, but don't take too much on your shoulders. Don't take more than you are capable of handling, because you don't have to prove anything to anyone, and especially to yourself. You are already amazing as you are in this present moment. So thank you for listening and being here, and maybe we'll see each other again. Who knows? Actually, you never know if you're gonna stumble upon me again. So please remember, always stay true to who you are. And until next time, pile number 3, and bye.